Hello there. Today I'm going to talk about eclipses and some practices that we can do to move through an eclipse season. And we have eclipses twice a year, and in an eclipse, it's going to be either the sun is eclipsing the moon or the moon is eclipsing the sun. And so at a new moon, which tomorrow we have an eclipse, and it's an annular eclipse, and it's pretty. So that means it's pretty, we're going to get a ring of fire typically if you're in the zone, and because the moon, it's at a new moon, and the moon will move in front of the sun, and so you'll see the light of the sun shining in behind them. It's very, if you've never seen one of those, it's pretty apocalyptic to look at. It can be very dramatic, and eclipses are powerful portals, potent portals, and when we are in kind of the moving in and the moving out of phase, there's a lot of chaotic energy to them. And so what we're going to do, how I like to work with them, I don't set intentions or do rituals. This is what I've been taught from different teachers and things that I've read and studied up on. So it's not a time to do intentions or rituals during eclipses. So what we want to do is we want to actually stabilize our energy. We want to work with our animal body so that it knows that it's okay. That the eclipsing, the light going out is actually, it's not an actual apocalypse. It's a moment in time. But the moving in and the moving out of those phases can be very disruptive to our energy bodies and our psyches, and maybe on a subconscious level. So what I'm going to do is we're going to actually work that level of the deeper. We're going to work with our animal body, and I'm going to work with, so I have some stone medicine and some essential oils we can use to that. I've been playing with Taoist stone medicine for a little while, and that's a whole nother rabbit hole that I'm not going to completely inundate you with today about the two stones. I am going to bring up two stones that you can work with during an eclipse. And if you have them, then use them. If you don't have them, don't worry about it. So the two stones that I'm going to bring up are, one is black tourmaline. And if you have a piece of black tourmaline, I have a couple small ones, and I forgot to grab them, but I will usually put those in my pocket. Black tourmaline just helps ground down energy. It helps it, it kind of grasps it and just, it helps it, there's a lot going on, but it's a very grounding stone. And it just absorbs any negativity. So it has this quality. It's almost like magnetic, where it just draws things to it that way, that are just kind of this and fear and all of those type of things that can be just really kind of nebulous around us. I think when things are uncertain, there is this like sort of background noise of fear. Where our nervous system is just kind of amped up a little bit and running a little bit like, and the program's a little too tight. So I feel like black tourmaline can just pull it in and just ground it down. And I have a beautiful sphere here of black tourmaline, and this I actually am going to put next to my bed, or I have been putting next to my bed, full disclosure. So it's just nice, especially at night in dream time, just to help ground out any of that energy. And since we spend so much time in bed, it's just a nice way to reset and help our bodies, help our energy bodies. The other stone that I like to use during eclipses, and times of change, is you can see there's a theme here. Black is the color of the kidneys and the water in Chinese medicine. So we use black stones to work with those, and that is the energy of like our adrenals and our ancestors, and just like sort of, it is the energy of our nervous system. And so our second black stone is smoky quartz, and smoky quartz is similar in that it takes the energy. It's a chaos coordinator. That's what I've named smoky quartz, the chaos coordinator. So black tourmaline actually has more of it has a weight to it, where I feel like the smoky quartz has this ability to absorb chaos and transmute it into not chaos, something that's just a little bit more smooth, or it has this ability to just kind of organize things and make them not so big or important anymore. So Again, you can put this in your pocket. If you have a piece of this, if you have like a little medicine bag, you can put it in a little medicine bag around your neck. If you have any jewelry with smoky quartz or tourmaline, you can wear those. So just consciously having little talismans to use during these times to just help, again, your energy body. That's what we're doing. We're helping our energy body. And our energy body is the part of us that is constantly responding to our environment that is not on a conscious level. So those are our 2 stones. And now I'm going to do 2 oils. And black spruce is my first oil, and black spruce is actually an adrenal tonic. And we're going to use that. We're going to do this is a 2 oil and point combo. So we're going to do a womb cradle with black spruce. And usually what I do with that is I take my black spruce and I put a couple drops in my hands, and I'll rub them together. Do a cupped hand inhalation because it's really nice. And then I'll put my first hand is my front hand, usually my right hand, and I just put my what is this, my pinky right on top, just above my pubic bone. So this is spanning kind of this lower belly, or the lower dantian in Chinese medicine, and my back hand is just over my sacrum. And I'm gonna hold and breathe. And what this allows is that ability to kind of come down and in, and then open breath. So it's this stance that helps with any unconscious fear programming, dysregulation, any sort of adrenal fatigue or hyperarousal, and holding long enough to really feel like you've kind of come in and settled. And what I find with this one is it just I feel like it allows like a lot of that, again, that noise and everything kind of to come down and settle, and allow your breath to open so that you're in a more centered place rather than being kind of frayed at your edges. And again, background noise, there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of like instability right now in our world. This is 2023 and we are in October, and there's been a lot of chaos this week between US politics and also in Israel. So I think that those things are destabilizing, and so here's a way that we can work with that destabilization within the world and within that could start to really kind of make its way into our bodies, consciously or unconsciously. So black spruce is a great one for any sort of like existential or vague fear, or even actual fear or grief. It's a really good one. And so number 2, we're going to use rose oil. And rose oil is, this one's at a 15%. I have 15% rose, and the rest is jojoba. The black spruce, this one I think is actually this is a 50% black spruce, 50% jojoba. So what I like to do is just put a drop on my thumb, and then I tap my index finger on top. And then I'm going to go into kidney 27 acupoint. And that is just diagonally from this, see this ball mound here of my clavicle. And I just go diagonal here, and there's a hollow here. It's actually our rib space. And I'm going to put one finger here and one finger here. And this point is good for so many things. It's a master point for our wisdom. It's a master point for grief. It's a master point to unbind the chest and the throat. And again, we're working with that kidney energy, that deep fear, that any sort of, that background noise that could be humming away of the million things that are in our world today that are causing dysregulation on subtle and unsubtle levels. And what I like about the rose, see, I didn't actually do the black spruce in real time, so you didn't see the settling. I am doing the rose in real time, so you're seeing me settle. And it's nice. I feel I feel less up. The rose, again, rose is sweet. It is mother. It is Mother Mary. It is Kuan Yin. It is the Bodhisattva. It is rose is beauty. It's Venus. It's Aphrodite. It is that reminder. It's the reminder of beauty. The reminder of yes and. Roses are for celebrations, roses are for funerals, roses are for any time that you need just to feed your heart. And so bringing rose into this place of wisdom, of voice, of reminder to unblock and the chest and remembering a deeper heart-centered wisdom. And not even remembering, but the kind of showing our energy body, showing our spirit at the level of the nervous system, at the level of changing the way that our kind of like physiologically we're running our energy through these plant spirits. So, okay. So this is a little longer than my usual videos, but I feel like hopefully you can take one or two things away from this. Even if you use just one of the oils, and you could use one of the oils for both points. Like you could use rose for both. That would be so lovely. You could use black spruce for both of these points if you only had those oils. If you don't have black spruce, balsam fir is another great adrenal tonic as far as essential oils go. But any of the other pungent woody oils like cypress or silver fir, also known as white fir. So that gives you a couple options. And for rose, I would maybe sub jasmine if you wanted to use another flower, or heliochrysum is a great oil, or those are probably my top two for flowers. You could probably have one of those. Lavender would be nice too, but I feel like it doesn't have the really complete round sweetness like those other oils. Lavender is a little bit more moving, but you could try it and let me know how it goes. Anyway, that's it for now for eclipse season, and this applies to any eclipses, any eclipse season that you may find yourself in. So bookmark this and come back to it when you need it. All right, so much love from my heart to yours. Mwah.